Jeff, what are we doing today?
We are cooking our Sunbasket meal, the spicy kimchi fried rice with peas and eggs. So again, they send you everything in a box. It has cool pads, keeps it from spoiling, and it's all pre-packaged. It's all fresh. You can see that looks really good.
And everything is organic,
Mm-hmm.
so and non-GMO, so we don't have to worry about the ingredients. Baby, about you.
And then we have some organic shredded carrots. I don't want to say organic again, so I'll just tell you what I have.
Just know everything is organic.
2 organic eggs.
Yeah, this is cool. This is nice. They send you just the amount you need for the recipe, so you don't have any extra.
Jasmine rice.
A whole new world.
And mother-in-law's vegan table.
What?
It kind of got cut off, so you can't really see it. I'm thinking that's kimchi. So you get all the ingredients laid out. You grab the book that they send you, and if you follow the recipe, each of these.
40.
If I'm cooking, it takes an hour,
Oh.
just because I'm not as good as cooking as you are. All right,
So we usually kind of split this up, like especially when our roommate is here, our housemate is here. We split it up a lot. We'll take, like, somebody will take step 1, somebody's doing step 2, and vice versa.
And it'll tell you everything you need. We need a fine mesh straining pan and a medium fry pan. So you can get all that stuff out before you start cooking.
Right
I'm
now,
making
though,
rice for the dogs.
For the dogs, because Cora had an upset tummy,
Yes.
and we took her to the vet, and he said give her some bland chicken and rice and vegetables for a couple days. Well, like a week actually.
Honey, do you have a medium mesh strainer?
It's right there where you were.
Right here?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look at that.
Ta-da!
A medium mesh strainer. Okay.
That's it. We actually have 2 of them. The other one is over
Now we
here.
need a small
I used it
sauce
this
pot with a
morning.
lid. That's going to be
Small.
down here.
You actually are using the small sauce pot.
That's not small by any stretch.
That's the only one we have that's not teeny.
Okay.
That's not a sauce pot.
Well, that's on film.
There you go. That is a small saucepan. A very, very small.
It says medium saucepan. Yeah, small sauce pot with a lid. Excuse me.
Okay, well that's it.
So,
and then the
and the
sauce.
little lid is this little guy right here. Oh. Ooh, house is so organized.
You're welcome.
Yay, emeraldware.
And there is.
That's a lot of pans for this one.
Yes. Get this
And then
dress
I
right dress.
also
Just
I have
so-
my Moscow Mule that Jeff made me today. With straw.
Well, tell him why I gave you a straw. So I minced up the mint so finely that
Can't slurp it up.
she's trying to create that.
Look at Jeff being all organized like a real cooking show.
Yeah, because I can cook if you count pouring cereal.
Hey, you make really good breakfast.
That's true.
Oh, you know what we're missing right now?
What?
See, she'll do it. Alexa, play D Park Radio. She does this.
Every time.
Oh, not every time, but half the time. Alexa, play D Park Radio.
Deep Jams Radio.
She always plays deep jams. Alexa, play D Park Radio on TuneIn.
What do you want to hear?
D Park Radio.
D Park Radio. Disney Park Music 24/7 from 2.
We win. Like 4th time. It's our favorite thing to cook by. And our housemates,
Kitty has decided she doesn't like being in kitty jail. So she wants out.
Okay, now that we have Deep Park Radio on, we're in the mood, we're in the zone. This is all that we need to cook this meal tonight. So let's go ahead and get started. Cups of water, bring to a boil, reduce to a simmer.
A shimmer?
okay, so rinse the rice. And how much? A 4th cup of water?
Or 2 1/4 cup.
Okay,
of
which
water.
one is
It
it?
says full.
Okay, so the red, so for people watching this, the red is 4 servings. So if you look at the red, that's if you have a 4-serving meal. We're doing the 2-serving meal, so we don't look at the red. We do 1/4.
Okay,
One
so-
and 1/4 cups.
1 1/4 cups. Of,
So you can order 2 people, like 2 serving meals, 4 servings, 6 serving, I think up to 8 servings. And there's a whole bunch of choices, which we will go over at the end. I will tell you about those and link those into our video because there's like 8 different ones or something like that. We're on the lean and means because we're trying to do less carbs, which this is like, the rice is the first carb we've had in a meal in a long time. I don't remember the last time we had a carb in the meal, really. Well, then.
Fluff with a fork, cover, and keep warm.
Fluffernutter, what'd you say?
Fluffernutter.
I heard fluffernutter and rain turtle.
This is for the doggies.
You don't have to measure it?
No. Because of how many meals they're going to have. I'll just take one of these. And it's going to boil over, but to keep that from happening, you put a wood spoon on top, and it'll never boil over.
Jeff knowing stuff. Okay. Jeff's got this down.
Where did I learn that from?
Me.
Exactly.
From me. Onion. And I'm getting a light soon, so. Boy, that onion's strong.
Yes, it is.
Getting a light soon, so you'll be able to see us better. So we're gonna get a YouTube light.
Yeah, we're amateurs right now, but we're working on it. Like living through vicariously through people who get to go to Disneyland more often than you. Tim Tracker's where it's at. You can find him on YouTube. Him and his wife, and her name is
Jen.
Jen and Tim.
And they actually go to Disney World.
They've gone to both.
They've gone to both, but they hail in Orlando and Florida.
Well, there's not a night that goes by that we don't watch at least one episode of Tim Tracker. So
Yeah,
go
they
ahead
post.
and check him
They
out.
post every day, so they're kind of awesome. That's perfect. It says coarsely chopped. I think that's pretty coarsely chopped.
It's a whole
to me.
onion.
In half lengthwise, then crosswise into thin strips. Sometimes you have to like reread the instructions a couple of times because it gives you like cut it this way and then this way and then this way and
Yeah.
like 4 different ways to cut it. So you have to go like step by step. Like first trim the root ends from the bok choy, which I'm going to.
But
get
it gets a
started.
lot easier as you progress with these meals. The more you make them, the better you get. Like for example, I'm not a good cook by any stretch, but when you
getting
have
good,
this stuff
though.
laid out for you, it makes it really easy. So it said cut the bok choy, right? So I'll let you go ahead and do that.
Taking my bok choy from me. We keep our oil in it's like a wine pourer, really. It's actually an oil pourer. So it has the little topper on it. Show them the topper, like this little thing.
It doesn't come out too quick. It's pretty, just a little.
I found like my favorite cooking oil in the universe at HEB. Can I say that? Can I say HEB?
The habit? Yeah, you can say it.
They have one called Sun Cocoa. It's non-GMO, it's clean, it's organic, partially sunflower oil, partially coconut oil. So this is it. It's about $9, but it's totally worth it. And I like it because you can use it for high temperature cooking, or you can use it for dressings, salad dressings. It has a really nice light flavor. So that's my favorite one. That's what's in our little drizzler thingy majigger. Here we go. This is fun. After I cut the bok choy, it looks like a flower. It looks like a rose. If you're one of those people who likes to stamp, like you could dip this in ink, stamp some roses. I don't know. It does though. Look at it. It looks legit like a rose. It says to cut, trim the root ends. I just did that here. In half lengthwise. Okay. Then crosswise into thin strips. That's halfwise. Okay, crosswise this way into thin strips. All right, this is going to be interesting.
Cora had a little case of colitis, so she's on a restricted diet for the next 10 days, and that happened.
I know. Trying to keep it still. We're tilted.
The camera squid.
Camera squid. We got that on Amazon. Yeah. So far, so good, but we've got to work on that a little bit. We got to get a better tripod.
I didn't know you were so good at cutting bok choy.
I learned my knife skills at Central Market one night. What are you doing, Owen?
You had a bug on you.
Don't believe him. Next, and then we're gonna add all this that we just chopped up, the onion,
and the bok choy, and I'm about to do the kimchi right here. And Johnny's being a good boy. He's on the floor keeping watch, just in case we drop something. Jeff is being a good doggy daddy and making the dogs their meal. Since they're getting fancy stuff like boiled chicken and rice and carrots and peas, because they're special right now. So kimchi is basically like slightly fermented and spiced cabbage.
It's pretty good.
It's freaking delicious.
It's spicy.
Yeah, it's not like overpoweringly spicy by any means. Alright, so kimchi. That's what you get for making fun of me. Another tool I like to have in the kitchen is one of these suckers. Emily also got me onto this because you can scrape things up. You can also cut dough, like a dough cutter, pastry cutter. This thing's great because I can get really large amounts. Like, look at all that onion I just grabbed. That's a lot of onion. All of the above.
Didn't you eat all the carrots?
I ate all the carrots. Yes.
And then
You know what I like to do
this
then?
is my personal touch. A little bit of a California garlic sea salt, completely clean. You can get this at World Market. It makes it taste better, so I'm not wrong.
I'm not wrong. Woo!
Right.
I hear Phantasmic. Dun, 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 dun. Let's see.
So just on a side note, if you ever want to give your dogs a nice little treat that's still healthy, this is just regular 10-minute. Well, before I spilled it on the table, regular 10-minute rice, and you take carrots, boil them till they're nice and soft, and boiled chicken, and
That's a lot of food.
they'll love it. No, this is what I usually give them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's a lot of food. Lucky dogs.
All right, come here.
Oh my gosh.
What do you say? Okay, that works enough. Corey, you want yours? Johnny, I got yours. Cora. Come here, John.
Oh,
Your
they
food?
love it.
You want your food?
Oh, don't give it to him. Poor Bubba. John.
They are getting down on that. They love it.
They'll get it all in their fur and their ears because they love it so much. Is that good, Johnny? Is that good? As a horse. And Cora loves her food. And a horse, and that's the only part I know. And a stick, I don't remember what else he says. Bok choy, and the carrots, and the peas. And I'm a little OCD. I had to clean as I could for this problem.
It's not a problem. Well, the rule in our house is that if you cook, the other person cleans. But if we both cook, team project on Basket, because it really does save you a lot of money. So what's the average that we've been spending on groceries before we had Sunbasket?
About 150 a week or 130 a week.
With
'cause
Sunbasket,
we buy organic ingredients and we have to think about everything we buy and find recipes that are healthy and good and delicious and all that good stuff.
So with Sunbasket, we spend about $75 to $80 a week.
Yeah.
And we get 3 meals. And you can get these meals to feed 2 people. You can get these meals to feed 4 people, to 6 people. You just pay more if you want to have a bigger portion.
Right now we have the 2-meal version.
It's pretty.
However, because one of our really good friends lives here temporarily, we have the 2-person meal, but it actually stretches to 3. So we've been feeding 3 people with the 2-person meal. So just so you know, if you get the 2-person meal, it will go.
This goes in.
It will. Yeah. It will. Well, wait another minute. It'll stretch all the way to 3 people. Like, we don't really ever have leftovers. So if it was just Jeff and I, we would definitely have leftovers. But with Jess here, it's feeding 3 people. So that's pretty impressive for a 2 meal.
One little tidbit of information: when you do get your Sunbasket, this is kind of hidden, so you have to look around the entire box. Make sure you
it's in the
pull
back side.
Ice packs out. It's going to be right behind everything. It's really easy to forget.
Prepare the eggs. I'm very
There you go,
excited
stir in
about
the
preparing
rice.
the eggs. What is it then?
That's just an old Disney jingle.
I know, but what from?
Was it the fairy tale stories with like Paul Bunyan and?
Maybe. Oh, good. I think that's right. So here's the fried rice seasoning blend. And by the way, if you're curious like what's in the blends, when you look on your app on your phone, which I'll take a snapshot of and add it to the video, you can see all the ingredients in all of the blends. Like if they have a seasoning blend or they have a salad dressing or something like that, you can see exactly what's in it. They put the ingredients list in there, so that's nice.
Sheer joy.
Oh, did Bubba's finish his meal?
He's gonna wait.
Oh, sweet John boy. He's our rescue dog, so he's kind of finicky with certain people, but man, he is the sweetest dog in the universe.
Is that good? What are you doing? You have food coma, buddy? What you doing? Huh?
Good boy, Johnny. Everything that's got to be portioned a certain way. Wow, I think I am now blind and I'm having a seizure. They come in these little containers, like already pre-portioned, like this one's like a cup size. So we've been cleaning them out and keeping them and using them like for to-go containers. We have a whole set of them like up here, up high. We've been putting them right there and keeping them right beside my Mickey Mouse ramekins because, you know, you have to. One of our good friends got us those because she knows I'm crazy about the Disney. Just like the taste of it. Oh, rough. Oh, Johnny. Cora, that's enough. The house is safe, I promise. Stuff too, I love my Pampered Chef stuff. And it's heat safe, so I can put it in there. Nothing bad in it. This is like water, organic soybeans, salt, and organic alcohol to preserve.
How
So
much you
instant.
want to put in?
Just a little splashy splash.
Goodness gracious.
Ooh, sorry.
Number 3?
Nope, it's 2. I usually sneeze 3 times with my sister. Making some eggs, so just saying. He makes these beautiful sunny side up eggs that I can't do. I mean, I can, but they're not as pretty as Jeff. Okay. Stephanie. She bought us some pretty little bowls.
Stephanie, number 5 is alive.
Beautiful Stephanie. It's really good for the pan to heat up a little bit first, like give it a bit. That way when you put the eggs in, the egg doesn't go everywhere. It kind of stays where you put it because it immediately starts cooking.
Medium fry pan over medium heat, warm 1 to 2 teaspoons of oil. You did. Crack 2 eggs directly into the pan and season with salt and pepper. Cook until the whites have set and the yolks are slightly runny.
Already been there and said this, but you know, it's nice to have it reiterated. Okay, that's good. I'll let Jeff do it because he's the expert egg maker in this house. Oh, splash. Wow, that looks like an amoeba.
They're going to splash no matter what.
You gotta put the lid on it so that they don't overcook. And they are toasting.
Oh, yeah, they're the definite flavor.
You know what? If you put like a little pinchful in your mouth, it kind of reminds me of sunflower seeds, but without any salt. Come over, I can see you. It takes a second, but then you taste like, yeah, some little.
Don't act like you never tasted it. It tastes like birdseed.
It tastes like birdseed. It's delicious.
You know what dog food tastes like? Exactly how it smells.
Everybody should try it.
Delicious.
So we're making a couple more eggs because for us, we like the eggs. Here's one of the finished ones. It's beautiful. Looks delicious. Here's the other one. Not so beautiful, but it's probably delicious anyway. See, accidents happen when I was trying to turn that one, like take it out of the pan. This one, it flipped over. Whoops. Here's our other ones. Those are much prettier. However, I think I overcooked the top of them a little bit, so they're a little. We told Alexa to play Brave Disney soundtrack, so we'll see. So here's our kimchi bowls, fried rice. So we're gonna taste these. We're also sharing the table right now with my Disney ears project. I'm making my tangled ears, and I've got to finish the back and then put them together, and then I will show you guys that because that's been fun to make. I'm in the mode of making Disney ears right now. Ready to eat.
Okay. Yep.
Good job cooking together, honey.
Apple juice.
My adult apple juice. Ooh! Oh, look at my yolk.
You didn't put 2 eggs in mine?
No, you can have another one. I didn't put 2 eggs in mine either.
Really?
I did not. I've got to see that. That yolk is running beautifully. Look at that.
What was the eggs? What was the eggs' favorite car to drive?
Oh God, here we go.
A Volkswagen.
Can't get a good bite. Ah, my egg won't let go. Thank you.
You know, that is not bad.
I want more soy.
I like that because I work from home, so
But yeah, there's plenty left over.
I get
that's
to
for sure.
hook it up.
Yeah, you want some?
I do.
I think we have a
That'll
problem
do it.
with saltaholic soy sauce people.
Saltaholics Anonymous. Now, this produce is extra fresh. It's packaged to keep it fresh.
I've lost about 5 pounds on it, and I wasn't trying to lose weight. It just it happens because it's lean and mean. We chose the lean and mean plan. They have paleo. They have they have everything. The new keto diet. They have that one.
Basically, Sunbasket caters to
Gluten-free.
most diets, most
They have
nutrition
like
plans that people
8 or
are on.
9 different ones. So we picked lean and mean, and you can cross them too. Like I can pick something from over there because we generally do soy free, but like tonight I wanted something with soy sauce in it, so we picked something from another meal plan. You can also go down to 1 meal. You can do 2 meals a week, whatever you want. You can pause it for as long as you need. You can have it shipped to another place. Like if we were on vacation for a week next week and we wanted it, let's say we had a suite where we had a kitchenette, we can have it shipped there and we can make our meals there and save money. So it's pretty awesome. Here's how ours look. 2 people classic menu, 3 recipes, and here's all the different versions you can get. We're on the lean and clean. There's everything for every diet you have. I also have a little section that tells you how your kids can get involved and help and which steps they can do, and a little nutritional box at the bottom that tells you all the information you'd want to know. But we're going to put a link in the bottom for the Sunbasket meals. If you want to try them, there's a $40 off coupon for your first pack. So that'll make it like $35-40, which is fantastic. So thanks for joining us for dinner.
I will fly, chase the wind and touch the sky.
I will fly, chase the wind and touch the sky. Wind and touch the sky. Thank you guys for joining us today for our meal prep. We'll be making a few more of these along the way. Remember, sudden stops make the best adventures. And today I leave you with this little chuckle. That baby's laugh get to you, honey? He's done.
Oh, I need a tissue.
He's done. He's done.
I don't know why it got me, but it did.